Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, the world out there. Today, we are going to take a look at Virgo's week ahead tarot reading for April 26th through May 2nd. In this message, we are going to tap into the energies with the energy of the Shapeshifter Oracle. Then we are going to pull out a traditional deck and look into what are the energies surrounding you this week, Virgo, what to look out for, challenges that you may face, what's working in your favor, the outcome, potential outcome, right? The advice moving forward. And then at the end of every message, I do pull a power thought card. Okay, guys? Please keep in mind, guys, the messages here on YouTube are general. They are not going to resonate every time with every person. You are more than welcome to check other signs. It's really about the title. If there's something in the title resonating, there's most likely going to be something in the message. For more information on how to book personal readings, the energy cleanse kits that are offered, how to get entered into the drawing that we do here every month, all the other useful, helpful information is all linked below. And if you would like future messages, Virgo, you like how I vibe, you like how I interpret the cards, you are more than welcome to subscribe. Everyone is always welcome, and it does help set your intentions for future messages. So, Virgo, this card was coming out for Aries. You need some space in a relationship, Beauty and the Beast. Frog Princess, heed wise counsel, listen. One more card out here for Virgo Spirit, please and thank you. What does Virgo need to see? Okay, this card was coming out. This card came out in the pre-shuffle, actually. The Fairy Bee. My life is sweet. I feel like you are headed in the right direction. It's talking about a break, okay? Taking a break from something that was no longer working for you and moving forward, okay? Maybe there is somebody that's counseling you, guiding you through this process, okay? I do feel like you are headed towards a leadership role, okay? So either you're going to be the head of a corporation, a business, maybe there's going to be a following that you're going to have for some of you. It's time to become a great leader. Elizabeth and the Lion talks about this, and this actually came out in Leo's reading as well as Gemini's reading. So there may be some significance there, Virgo. I do feel that what's going to come out here is hopefully some steps to guide you along this process here. So let's get into the message, right? Again, I do feel like you are headed in the right direction. You are headed in the right direction. So don't discredit, right? Don't discredit what you've gone through, where you've been. Don't be so hard on yourself. You may not be exactly where you want to be, but you aren't where you were before. All right, Virgo, I'm just straightening these cards out here. I kind of bumped the camera. Sorry, guys. Let's see. You know, I have Virgo ascending. We're perfectionists. Let's see. Most important message here for Virgo Spirit. What does Virgo need to see? April 26th through May 2nd. First card out here, Virgo, is going to be the energies surrounding you this week. For Virgo Spirit, April 26th through May 2nd. Please and thank you. So I feel like there's some covering up of emotions here. The cards that came out are the Devil with the Queen of Cups. And this, they came out together, Virgo. So I feel like there's maybe some overindulgence. And it's little understandables with the times. Maybe there's some drinking. Right now you may be alone a lot, right? So it's easy to kind of get into your feelers. What I want to just say really quickly here is there's going to be times in our lives where we're going to come into this uncertainty. This emotions are going to be brought up, and we're going to have to determine, how we're going to move through those emotions. And it's part of the healing process. So again, don't beat yourself up, Virgo, but maybe try doing other things besides. And don't get me wrong, I've had to curb. I smoke pot, I will say that, or have in the past. And so there have been times where I had to watch out what I was doing, because when you overindulge so much, you build up a tolerance, and then what's the use of it in the first place? It's basically just like smoking cigarettes. And maybe it's drinking, maybe it's too much shopping online, maybe it's too much eating. It doesn't have to necessarily be smoking pot or drinking alcohol or any other, drug. I do feel, however, you are covering up maybe some emotions. Maybe instead of trying to feel these emotions, maybe at times they get too intense. So you're like, F it. I need to go to take my mind off of this. I do feel like this may be something that you're working on. A few tips that I've learned for myself is grounding, also sunbathing, getting outside, even if you can get in front of a window where the sun is beaming in. Window bathing, it's better than not having any sun at all. But just to be able to, the sun actually promotes your body to produce vitamin D, which helps alchemize the chemicals in your brain. So it's actual science behind it, and maybe it's good to kind of look up brain chemistry and kind of understanding what your own brain chemistry is. And finding what works for you. For instance, what works for some people isn't necessarily going to work for other people. For example, somebody who maybe likes to work out and that's how they kind of deal with their emotions. They'll go and work out or go and punch a punching bag or run or something along those lines. A person with asthma couldn't really do that as much. No matter if they wanted to, it'd have to be a limit of overexerting themselves. Okay. I feel like this may be beneficial for you, Virgo, moving forward. Let's take a look at what to look out for here this week. What does Virgo need to look out for here this week, Spirit? Moving forward for April 26th through May 2nd. What does Virgo need to look out for? Please and thank you. Something's weighing heavy on your mind here, Virgo, is what I feel like. I'm just going to go through the spread and get the cards out here, and we'll talk through it. Whatever it is that is heavy, that's weighing heavy on you, I feel like it has to do with the past situation that you were needing a break from. You may be trying to understand, trying to come to a conclusion about this, maybe even change your perspective a little bit, because I feel like the Hanged Man is what's coming out in the challenge. What's challenging you this week? I feel like it's getting a little bit difficult for you to kind of change your perspective on this situation. And I feel like you intuitively know that this is bad for you. But I feel like you do it anyway. This could be a relationship. This could be covering up these emotions that you're feeling from this past situation. Let's take a look here what the outcome is. There were quite a bit of cards that were showing themselves here. I feel like your intuition is trying to guide you through this situation here, Virgo. There's a need here to kind of listen, trying to trust your inner guidance, that devil, that angel, devil, finding that balance in life. Empress, it's in the position of the outcome. We're going to get clarification on this, guys, on all of this. But I feel like what the outcome is going to be is being more focused on self, being more focused on self-care and what ultimately brings you happiness, not worrying about what anybody else thinks or how anybody else perceives the situation. The advice here is the Two of Wands. In this deck, the guy is a little aloof. I feel like what this is symbolizing here, Virgo, is it's time to pay attention. It's time to be hyper-focused. One thing that helps me, okay, one thing that helps me when I'm feeling this overburdened, overstressed, okay, is writing down what's triggering me. What's triggering me to feel that weight? Am I feeling, too spread too thin? I'm doing everything by myself. Am I pushing too hard when I really need to take a step back? Let's get some clarification on this Devil and the Queen of Cups, Spirit, for Virgo, please and thank you. This Devil card and the Queen of Cups about here, Spirit, please and thank you. You have the Ace of Wands with the King of Wands in reverse. This may be covering up. It's like getting into another relationship to get out of the last one, or trying to cover up how you feel by being around another person, and it's not really working. It's not helping. There's definitely a need here to focus on self-care, especially in these trying times here, Virgo. Another little tip, guys, that helps me when I'm stuck inside is a grounding technique to trick your body. Okay, so you find some naturistic tones on YouTube or whatever, and go to either the bathroom or the kitchen, wherever there's going to be linoleum. You want to have lukewarm water that's running, so like semi-cold, okay, almost like it's a stream. And don't have it blasting fully out of the sink, just have it running softly. Close your eyes and run that water over your hand for 2 to 5 minutes. Be sure that you're barefoot on the linoleum, so that way your body is simulated becoming grounded. It's tricking your body to feel like it's outside, like you're running your hands through a stream, like you're feet are on the ground, you know, on like nature. It's just a really quick technique. It tricks your body and your mind to thinking that you're outdoors to ground yourself. But I feel like there is going to be a need here for self-care. So getting back to those, right now is the perfect time, Virgo, to kind of get back to the basics of what are the things that truly make you happy. You know, you're stuck at home, you can't go nowhere. Most people are stuck at home, they can't go nowhere. So what are the things that you enjoy doing at home? Is it video games? Is it watching movies? Or maybe there's like a sitcom that you like watching. Is it gardening or plants? Maybe there you have a special animal or kids that you enjoy spending your time with. Maybe it's a mixture of all of these things. But finding that balance and getting back to what's going to truly make Virgo happy. There is this sense of withholding, okay? I feel like because you haven't completely healed from your past, you're still withholding parts of yourself from the future, not wanting to get hurt, which is understandable. But again, it's not giving this new person an opportunity, you know, to get to know the real you. What the cards are saying here, Virgo, is really just taking that time to get to know yourself openly, honestly, truly. And maybe you've always known yourself, but maybe there's certain parts of you that you may have forgotten. For instance, if you enjoyed maybe riding a bike when you were younger, like 9 or 10, 11, 12 years old, and then as soon as you became a teenager and you started driving a car, you got this complex about you that you didn't need a bike, or you were too good for a bike, or whatever the case may be. And as an adult, you're finding like that may be a good thing to pick back up, because there's a lot of good experiences that you can enjoy on a bicycle. Things like that. Things like stuff that you may already have known about yourself, but getting back to those things is what I'm talking about. Let's clarify the High Priestess here, this intuition card, okay? There is going to be an opportunity for closure when you're ready, by the way, okay? The Three of Swords in the reverse. This is a slow and steady process. Healing, it's not like something that you can flip on and off. Okay? It's not like, oh, flip, I'm healed. That's not how the healing process works at all. It's stages, it's levels. It's like turning a dial, turning it up a notch, notch by notch. That's how the healing process is, step by step, day by day, inch by inch, okay? One thing I will say is the healing process is an ongoing process, okay? It's something that even healers still have to take time to heal themselves in certain situations. Life is ever changing, and you can't protect yourself from ever getting hurt. Nobody can. Taking that time to cultivate that happiness and have that understanding of yourself is what lessens the chances of you being in that lower vibrational state. Take your time, plan it out. Don't just wait unintentionally. Don't just wait unintentionally. For those of you out there that aren't being creative, putting some creative something into the universe. Now is the time. Creativity is a higher vibration emotion, being creative, finding your calling, cultivating a life that's going to truly and utterly make you happy. Plan it out. Plan it out. Take time and plan the next steps. Feel like there's going to be, again, there's going to be an opportunity for closure on a past situation. Feel like all of this stuff is happening very slowly. That may be why all of that don't beat yourself up and all this stuff is coming up, because you may be like, this is like, I should have been healed by now. It doesn't work like that. You can't rush this process. You can't force it to happen. It just happens. You know, one day you're going to look back and you're going to be like, oh, okay, this is what Nina was talking about, right? Don't beat yourself up, Virgo. Don't beat yourself up. Let's get a few cards out here for your advice moving forward. Most important message here for Virgo. What is the advice for Virgo moving forward, Spirit? What advice does Virgo need to know moving forward? Please and thank you. April 26th through May 2nd for Virgo. Anytime, Spirit, please and thank you. Oh, well, I shouldn't have been talking all that shit, should I? Oh, goodness. Okay. Again, don't rush this process, okay? The seeds have been planted. The seeds have already been planted. Take that how it resonates, whether that's the seeds within your soul, whether that's the seeds within another person. Those seeds have already been sown. Take this time that we're all kind of in this hermit phase, and instead of unintentionally living through this part of life, I feel like what the cards are saying here is, instead of unintentionally just sitting around, take some time to get back to the basics. What's truly going to make Virgo happy? The first steps to cultivating the life that you want to live is planning it out. Making a plan. What do you envision for yourself? Where do you envision going? If you don't know where you're headed, then any path is going to do. Be cautious. Be meticulous in the details. Pay attention. Don't let people mislead you, guide you astray. You are on the right path, and focusing on your healing, taking a step back from all these people, places, things that are no longer serving you. If you feel like you've had too much of something, whether it's a person, place, or a thing, it's okay to take a step back, recalibrate yourself, and then approach again. Communication is also going to be key, Virgo, when we're taking these little personal breaks for ourselves. Sometimes people don't understand that. Let's get the Soul Journey card out here for you, Virgo. I am going to do an extended version to this reading. If that's something you're interested in, the link will be below. In the extended version, we're going to take a look at the next steps moving forward. take a look at where this is headed. The outcome, the potential outcome here moving forward is, and we will also pull out the Archangel guidance cards for the blessing, the soul truth for the lesson. If it's something you guys are interested in, you're more than welcome to join. Again, the link is below. Soul journey, guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. One of those is guilt. You may be feeling a little guilty about leaving somebody. That may be what's burdening you. Trust, Virgo, that there shouldn't be no questioning of how a situation plays out. If you had pure intentions, if you had good intentions to start with, and this person pushed you to the side, this person dismissed you, this person had ill intentions towards you, it's their loss, okay? That's on them. You can't beat yourself up over that. Surrender. I can release my need to control. That may be a difficult one. There's a need here to kind of surrender, yes, to the healing process, first of all, but also to the situation, to what's going on. That's why I say look up the 7 stages of the grieving process and having an understanding of where you are yourself in that process. It's not a timed thing. You don't do the grieving. The grieving process can last however long or little as a person needs. It differentiates between each individual person. So you can't say, one person can't say that you've taken too long to heal. That's your own prerogative. Let's get a power thought card out here for you, Virgo. Get you going here. There is plenty for everyone, including me. Dang, 27 minutes. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. There's plenty for everyone, including me. Beautiful, 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 Virgo. So that is the message I have coming out for you guys for this week. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.